Hi Sue, I've come for a chill, I'm knackered. I should really get on the couch, I am full of a cold, so if I've got a red nose or anything, that's why. Believe you've got a pendulum, I can't even say it. Sue, Finn's just gone for a nap. I've got the dreaded lurgy now, proper. I think he's got conjunctivitis now as well. So he's just gone for a nap because we're just waiting for his nana to come to go food shopping. Don't really want to take him out, but we've just got to go there to get some food. I had a really crap sleep last night. Oh, you got it for Xmas because... What is it? What stone is it? Mine's moonstone. But yeah, because... Look, my nose is all red. My nose was running and running. I couldn't get it to stop running. I'm just eating some jelly babies. There's nothing else in really till I go shopping. Multicolour. Oh, is it more like a crystally one? Mine's not like a crystally one. I just felt like I've been awake all night. I should really get on the couch now while he's resting, have a kip, but I just thought it makes me feel sick when I do that. So his nana's got him tonight. So hopefully when we go shopping in a bit, she's going to take him. And then I'm having an early night tonight. I know I always say I have an early night and I don't, but I'm definitely having a bath, washing my hair, going to bed, might watch something in bed, but definitely having an early night. Ooh, you're cooking some healthy chips. Well, what was I doing? Oh no, I woke up last night, before going to bed, I did get someone message me on the dating site, and I was a bit gobsmacked. I'll cross my fingers, but a lot of people who've been talking on there again are talking, but they're not saying much, saying anything about meeting, so I'm like, here we go again. Are they married? Because they just do me head in. I don't want to speak to someone and keep speaking and no one mentions anything apart from that guy a few weeks ago who wanted to go for a cocktail and didn't like coffee. But this guy only lives about 15 minutes away, if that, by car, or 20 minutes away. Oh God, there's a lot new more people on, so that's why I'm being a bit nosy again. But the only thing with this one is, I said yesterday, he went to my college, and I was like, no way did you go to my college, but he's 38, so he's a little bit younger than me, so maybe when I left, he might have started. They're always a little bit young, but it's only like 2 or 3 years younger, so it's not that much. They're the guys that I always attract anyway. And then he's bald, and I like baldies as well. And he's got a couple of tattoos, and I was like, he's quite built, which I thought was quite nice. And then guess what tattoo he's got on his arm down here? I was like, can I see a... It was a Viking, so I was like, ooh, have you got a Viking tattoo? I like a Viking. He was like, yeah, he said, I look like a Viking minus the hair, because he's got a bit of a beard, not a long one, just a bit of a one. And I was like, maybe I found a Viking, I don't know. So he knows that I'm not well at the minute, so I might have to throw it out there. Maybe I'm waiting for men to ask me. Maybe I need to just say, look, do you want to meet up? So I only got talking to him yesterday, so if he talks a little bit more, find out. I know it does sound like my sort, so he knows my area anyway. If we get talking a bit and I find out a little bit more, make sure he's not just, one of them, then I might just have to put it out there. But like I said, from my experience, I will be saying, do you want to go for a coffee or something? And then, mind you, I haven't got Finn next weekend. And then go from there, if I like him. Because I've been stuck in that situation before, even you go for a few drinks and all that, and then I just end up spending more money in that and then realise you don't like him anyway, so I just think, But I woke up this morning to... Well, that's my mum. Hi, Sandy. Him saying morning, which was nice. So let me see what my mum said. She's just come down to the dentist, dropped some new canisters off in the kitchen. I'll show you in a minute. She's in the chemist going back home. She had to come from Wales to Stockport to go to the dentist to go back home. But she did just bring me, you know, because she's a nutcase. She bought me some, oh, what they call like tin things, you know, you put your tea, coffee and sugar in and all that. But she's bought me some new ones because I said I'd prefer the pot ones because the metal ones get a bit rusty. So she has now bought me these ones. Don't know if you can see. They've all got different patterns on. They haven't got tea or coffee written on, but they're quite big pot, ceramic, with wooden tops, different patterns on. And then she just got me the, I've just took it out actually, the biscuit barrel. So they were quite nice. And then she's just picked me up, I'll show you in there because it's cold in here, some, yeah, they are nice, they're just white because I've got to think about what colours we want to paint the walls now to get it finished off the kitchen. Obviously I don't want people thinking that is my kitchen because it isn't finished. But she just picked up, because I said like a minty green colour, so she's brought, I don't know why she's got them colours because they're minging. Well, they wouldn't have dark colours anyway. That's a bit too bright. I quite like, she's got me all these, but I'm quite liking, they're a bit too dark. I quite like these. You know, that minty like sort of whatever colour it is. This one's called Cuddlebug. That's so cute. Cuddlebug. Oh, and this one's called, oh my god, you won't believe it, Sue. I've got to have this one, right. This one's called, I didn't even see him, this one's called Cuddlebug. By that make. Wait till you hear the last one. This one's called Woolly Mint, which is really nice. And then this one, it's got to be this one, hasn't it? This one's called, you ready for this? Not that, right, I'll just cover it. This one's called Witch's Brew. Oh my god. I think it's going to be that one. Because they're a bit more greeny. You can't really tell, they're quite similar. But that one is called, that's hilarious. I'm going to keep that and stick it in my book, Witch's Brew. I think she's picked that up knowing. Yeah, Witch's Brew, that's so funny. I didn't even see them. She only brought them round before. This morning, I had to slap the last of these on. Do you remember these beauty things I had? These, don't know if anyone got them when I was talking about them last time. Deck Out Women Crystal Eyelid Patches. I'm going to get some more because they were like, they weren't even over £3 for 3 packets, but I save them for when I'm knackered or you've been on a night out and all that. I've been on many nights out, but I was that tired from last night, like not being able to breathe properly with my cold and everything, because obviously I don't feel too bad now. I've had paracetamol, I'm going to get one in a minute actually. But you know when you lie down at bed and then your nose starts running or you can't breathe or whatever. So this morning while I was having breakfast with Finn, I just slapped these on because they do just stick on your face. And they are really nice, so I need to keep that to remind me what the name is because I'll forget. And then I also woke up this morning to somebody messaged me on Instagram in Florida, I think. I don't know, about drawing some sort of like, I don't know if it was for a competition of a winner or something. Hi, TJ, he's in the house. Like, you know, like a vintage pin-up girl, you know, in my drawings that I've been doing. And I was like, good morning. I was like, oh my god. I said, just give me some more information and I'll see what I think, because I don't know how much I don't know if she means to send there or whatever, but I've started sketching some ideas and they're just rough, really rough ideas. But I'll give it a go. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going hot now as well. My hair needs washing, stuck to my head. Must have been sweating last night. I've got a little pony. But I did want to get quite serious today because this is going to go right over somebody's head. So I did put it on Facebook this morning or last night, whatever it was. But I'm okay. How are you, TJ? TJ. Well, I'm full of a cold. I don't know if you can tell by my voice a little bit snuffly. I've caught it off Finn. Finn's got gunky eyes, temperature, coughing. He's a mess at the minute, but he's getting a little bit better every day. But I don't know what TJ thinks of this, but I was knackered last night and I just caught, when I'm on YouTube, down the side you'll see other things that are on YouTube, and I thought, oh, what's that? Now, I don't know if TJ's heard of something called, let me get it right, QAnon. No, not illnesses. I always get winter. What's going on? I always get winter colds. So I was bound to get it off him because I've been sat with him and snuggling him and everything. So I knew I was going to get it. There's no getting away with it. And we've been stuck in the house, which I don't think is good. Like, I've opened my bedroom window today, even though it's freezing, to let the fresh air in because you're cooped up inside. You don't really open the windows because it's cold, but then all germs are in the house. That's what I think anyway. But QAnon, Anonymous, QAnon, something like that. QAnon. And I was like, whoa. Because actually, people think I'm a bit daft, hence the name Dolly Daydream. But I am not going to be able to explain this. But in my own little head, I know what they were going on about. Donald Trump. I know some people don't like him. And I'm a bit like, I don't actually follow politics or stuff in the news or things like that going on. But to me, this QAnonymous goes on about all the corrupt stuff that's going on in the government, which I didn't need someone to come on YouTube who's like one of them secret people that wears a mask because you don't know who he is to tell us that. I've known that for years. And that's why I've said I don't watch the news, because you might not know what I'm going on about, and I can't explain it properly, but if you do, you'll understand. A lot of things put on the news, even about ISIS, which you don't hear much of now, someone funny enough was saying, because they've stopped being funded, I think. I'm being naughty soon, jelly babies. The Finns, he doesn't like them. Because they got funded from, the governments in certain countries, and they haven't got any money. But I'm not going into all that because you can watch all the conspiracy theories and that. But my granddad used to work for a newspaper. I don't know what newspaper. Used to work for a newspaper, and he said, my mum always told me that he said, you don't believe everything you read in the papers, the news, and you don't believe everything you see on the news. They will make you, just because it's, my mum said, oh, well, it's on the news, so it must be true. And I'm like, no, mum, no. I'm not saying everything on the news is not true, but a lot of the stuff that a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it, there's quite a big percentage, is bullshit, basically. There might be snippets of the truth, but they're twisted. Because like I said, if you've seen that screenshot I put up on Facebook and on Instagram about the way we're supposed to live our lives and what we're told, one of the biggest things that keep us down is social media. Even though I love social media, I hate the news. I love social media because obviously I can connect with people, but it is an actual thing where, and it's good because people can find things out and you can go in, listen to all these people and this, that and the other. But the news and stuff like that, they lie a lot, and it's all to do with money and oil and this, that and the other, and they want us to I just believe that there's bigger things that they don't want us to know about, that we are going to find out about, and I do believe it will be coming soon. This might sound a bit mad, but I do believe, like this thing I was watching last night. I've heard of this before, but I've not looked into it properly. Has anyone heard of, for anyone who might be watching this after as well, the Mandela effect? And that's what I caught yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, whoever's watching now, I've got a crusty nose, whoever's watching now, do you remember the Eurythmics and Sweet Dreams, the song? So, you remember it said, sweet dreams are made of, what was the next word in that sentence of that song? Sweet dreams were made of. Does anyone know? Does anyone remember the Eurythmics? I don't know if you will, Sandy, but the Eurythmics. Right, thanks, Sue. When this was polled, there's loads of these things that you can go on Google, but when this was polled about different questions, most people said, sweet dreams are made of these. And the Mandela effect is a bit like, things are shifting, so things in the past have changed. I can't explain it. You go and Google that now, Sue, and it will say the words, sweet dreams are made of this. When was it ever this? It was these. It's always been these. Sweet dreams are made of these. No, it's this. Do you remember, I think I put it on Facebook, the video of the little boy who bit his finger, the English boy, and he goes, Charlie. What did he say? Charlie. What was the sentence? Remember the little boy who stuck his finger in his brother's mouth a bit ago and it went viral? And he went, and it bit my finger. Yeah, Sue, that's what everyone says. You go and watch that video now, it just goes, Charlie bit me. Nothing mentioned about a finger. I thought, yeah, right, I went straight after that, I went and found it on YouTube, watched the video, thought he was just about to say, Charlie bit my finger, because that's what I remember it being, Charlie bit my finger. No, you can type in Charlie bit my finger, the video will come up, it'll say, Charlie bit me. And I was like, what? There's loads of stuff like that. Apparently, Star Trek, I haven't seen this one yet, apparently, what's his name out of the Fonz, went to speak to William Shatner, whatever his name is out of, I don't even know if that's the name. By Sandy, Star Trek, the really old one, never said beam me up, Scotty. Never said beam me up. Yes, he did, because I remember watching it as a kid. Yes, he did. But apparently he didn't. There's loads of stuff like that where the things we thought were said, they've actually changed now. How weird's that? How? It's proper weird. He did. That's what I mean, he did. But even, I can't remember his name, the guy, the Fonz, who played the Fonz in Happy Days, he went and asked him, and he said, there's an interview where he goes, no, I didn't, you should see his face. His face was like, yeah, but you did. He went, well, I didn't. And I was like, what the hell? So it's quite, if you like weird, interesting things like that, YouTube, the Mandela effect, there's all different chats. There's some you might like, some you might not, but I'm like, what's going on? But the other one about QAnon, I can't even say his name, QAnon. It's really interesting. I'm going to be watching quite a bit of that and I might be doing some chats on it. It's going to go right over some people's heads and I can't even explain it. But we are told a lot. It's like Hillary Clinton, apparently, and, all the others, they're going to be in deep shit soon, apparently, because it's all to do with paedophiles and this, that and the other and stuff they've been letting fly. It's all to do with money and stuff like this, blah, 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 blah. I can't really explain it properly. And that's why they reckon JF Kennedy got killed, because he was trying to get stuff out there. But he went and tried to do it. He got killed for it, where Donald Trump, he's sort of doing it in a different way. But I can't explain it. You might be thinking, Jesus, Jadine, it's a bit serious first thing in the morning. Well, go on YouTube it. I am a deep thinker, I might be daft at some stuff, but I am a deep thinker and I do believe, like I've said, we're not just put on this planet to work. We're made to think we're on this planet to just work. That saying on the phone, you go to school. You did, yeah. You go to school, you leave school, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, you work, you die. No. And I think we're brought down to think that, and we're all kept subdued with, because if you think about it, most people watch a lot of telly. You're always seeing adverts, YouTube, Instagram, social media, the TV. I think send subliminal messages. You don't know because they're just firing things at you all the time, if you understand what I mean. So you're kept down. And most people do believe what's on the news, and they do believe this because it's the news, so therefore, oh my God, it must be true. Well, bits of it might be true, but I think a lot of it's twisted. And that's why I don't watch it, because if you think about it, and they say, like, obviously, a lot of people like journalisms and people like that, and whatever you call it, not all of them are corrupt as well. They're wanting you to put stuff out there, to put the... If you think about it, people can film a scene where it looks like it's some other country and this is going on and that's going on. I'm not saying there isn't things going on in other countries. There is, because if you think about it, when things have gone on with terrorism, this, that and the other, whatever, or these really horrible things have happened, they'll show snippets of obviously where they want it to show, but there's lots of things going on around the world that they don't show you at all. Probably worse, but they don't show you. because they want to get on the bandwagon of this bit because this is probably to do with something like oil or something like that. Don't know if you get what I mean, but I was just like watching it last night, like, oh my God. And I had my earplugs in bed and I didn't watch it, I was just listening to it, but I was that knackered from the cold. I thought, ooh, I'm going to start watching this. But even if you believe it or not, it's interesting to watch to see what you do think about this QAnon, something like that. Capital Q N-A-N-O-N. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Dragon Lady. I'm just tired today. I'm knackered. I'm full of a cold. I've got a red nose. I was up all last night. Finn's just gone for a nap. Just waiting for his nana to come. So, yeah, we're all right, Jack Voodoo. I'm just a bit of a cold. Just talking about the QAnon. I can't say it. And conspiracy theories and what is it? The Mandela effect, which I actually looked at last night and couldn't believe it. Charlie bit my finger. It's not Charlie bit my finger anymore. It's just Sue. You'll have to look at it when you get a chance. You'll have to YouTube it. Charlie bit my finger. It's not Charlie bit my finger. So what's going on there? Oh, I will show you why I'm sat here as well. Yeah, I've seen. Was that a film as well? Was it one with Will Smith? And no, not Will Smith. Ashton Kutcher. I've seen it. I've seen the film. I know about the Mandela effect's a bit like The Matrix. I need to go and watch The Matrix, the film again. But I believe in all that because I don't think what we necessarily see and hear, it's not reality. There's a lot of people doing things in the world to keep people down and not realise like the bigger picture at the end of the day, or what we could bring into our lives, because they don't want us mere people to be like, you know what I mean. The little Blaze boy that I did, some of you saw it on Instagram, I've coloured him in. I think he's quite cute. He's going to set on fire when he's mad, and then when he puts his hood up, it douses his flames out. And he goes red when he sets on fire as well. It does. It's like they say, don't they? You kill a butterfly and it has ripples that go out on the, what do you call it? I call it the universal web. If a spider is on a web and a fly goes into it, that spider goes after that fly. But it's like when a fly gets stuck on the web, it ripples. And it's like when that ripples, them sort of, what do you call it, invisible threads that we can't see, it like starts changing everything when you do things. Well, it's just because sometimes we don't try hard enough and some people don't believe in it and some people poo-hoo it, but I think there's things that other people know that want to get it out there, but like I'll just say about the news and that, they just keep us subdued and down, so we're all, well, I'm not because I don't watch it, but all like zombies and brainwashed through media to think, because this guy was saying as well, I know we're all on social media these days because it's generation, even with looking on your phone, going on Facebook, he said everyone's addicted, he said you try and stay off it for a week. And we're nosy by nature, we want to know what's going on, but then again you're sort of out of the loop. But the only one thing I don't do is I just don't watch the news. I'll catch it, but I just don't watch it, and I feel much better for not watching it. I find things out obviously because I get told, or I'll see snippets of things. If I want to go and find out about something, I'll go and find out about it. But did I show you this the other night? Oh. I was doing a water painting the other day. I've not finished it. It's like a little winter girl. I need to find a frame for that from the charity shop or something. But I don't know if any of you got that. I'm just rambling because I'm bored today. Full of a cold. I keep forgetting to drink my hot drinks. But it's like they say, I've got my chips now. It's like they say, the world's beginning to wake up. Even some older people that didn't believe in some stuff are starting to see stuff. They're waking up to... Basically, people are waking up to the shite that's going on. Half of it isn't true. We're being told lies. Forgot what I was going to say now, Jack. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought now. Yeah, they just like it to keep us down. They don't want us to know what's really going on because there'd be an uproar. Well, I think there's going to be an uproar. This is what QAnon is saying. There's going to be an uproar. It's not going to be a surprise to me because my dad was telling me about it. My dad watches a lot of it. And there's a guy called... I can't remember. Someone else on YouTube with glasses and dark hair talks about all these conspiracy things. I said to my dad, I watched it and I was just like, I already know about that. I might be younger, but I already know about this. If it comes, when it comes, and all this, there's a film that's just come out, and I said to my dad, there is a film. I'm sure I'm not dreaming this. There's a film come out about, I don't know what it's called, about, it's supposed to have Hillary Clinton in, not the real one obviously, but saying about the news and that, where they're throwing newspapers out of the back of the van because they want to put the real news out, what's going on and what's going on behind government, behind the scenes, you know, even to do with Obama and everybody, blah, 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 blah. But whatever that film's called, and I said to my dad, but I know all this, not through being told, I know all this, I know that there's lies, so it's not gonna, when all the shit hits the fan and we're gonna get told about all this stuff that's been happening behind the scenes, I'm just gonna be like, but I knew about this, it's no news to me because this is why I do not watch the news. So some people are going to be like, I don't know. Ooh, I've just got the message. Ah, that's a good thing to do. Hang on a minute, I'm just being nosy. Sorry, I just went off there. I didn't know it'd go off. I just had a message off the dating thing. Well, not on the dating thing, actually. It's on WhatsApp now. From the Viking. Just saying, Jack, if it all goes well and I actually meet this person, he reminds me of a Viking. We're going to do a card. He's even got a Viking tattoo, so I mean, that's something. He must like Vikings. So I even told him, I said, you look like one. So you never know. Fingers crossed. Oh, and then Hayley, if you see this after, put on Facebook, they're asking for girls to be in the new season of, I don't know, Vikings, you know, the series. And they were looking for girls, and she said, oh, you could be in that, you know, as extras. I went, I can't, because one, they wanted girls with hair down the back. It at least has to be down the back, but my hair's not long enough. Could put extensions in, but my hair's not long enough. Oh, I do like a Viking looking man. And you have to be a size 8 to 10. Well, I'm not. So I might border in sort of, I wouldn't say a 12, but if there was a 13, I'm like 12 and a half, 14 if you had half sizes, so that ain't going to happen, is it? Yeah, you had to be an 8 to 10. You're telling me there wasn't any Viking women that were a little bit curvier? Or were they all just an 8 and a 10? That's just pathetic. But you had to have long hair anyway, at least to the middle of your back, which I haven't got, so, as you can tell. So, that's me out. Could have met Ragnar as well. I'd have been like that. I wouldn't have done anything, I'd have just been like, hi. I know. Oh, women come in different shapes and sizes, so... does me, I didn't know all that stuff. Yeah, a buff Viking. He is pretty buff, he goes to the gym, so... I'm hoping. We'll just see. If he carries on chatting, the other guys I was chatting to have stopped chatting, so I'm like, whatever, probably got wives. So this one, like I said, only lives around 15 minutes away. So, and then he could get me like working out because my kettlebells and everything, he could keep me motivated because I've not done it this week because I've been ill, so I've not been lifting them. I've not been doing my diet this week because I don't feel, I'm either not eating or I'm just eating like bits of crap because I don't feel like cooking properly, you know, when you're just like Finn's not been eating. He's been eating little bits and he's drinking. So it's just one of them. When you're ill, you just, hence I've just had some jelly babies because there was a couple left. Finn doesn't like them. He only really like the red and the black ones, but yeah, I'm just hoping. Fingers crossed. I just want to come in here and go, guess what? I actually went on a date. So, yeah, and he's got a tattoo, because I like tattoos. He's got a Viking tattoo here that I can see on his picture. He's got skull or he's got something here, but he said he's going for a full sleeve. Because it's quite funny actually, because if I do see guys, I'm like, have they got tattoos? They don't have to have tattoos, but I am quite attracted to men with tattoos. Ha ha ha. I've ate them all. And then I said I'm after, because he said, I noticed you've got one. I said, yeah, but I'm after a half sleeve down here. And then I may go up, I don't know. But if I do, I only want one arm. I don't want... and I've got a tattoo here, so you can't see, it's like a really, really faint butterfly. I need that redoing again. Last night's suit, I was looking at my hair colour again. I don't know why I'm rocking. I was like, red. And then I went on YouTube and I was like, look at the people with silver hair. I was like, no. Because this woman, she had really long dark hair. And she was about, I'd say late 40s. And she had dark hair like mine. It was a bit more reddy brown at the bottom where she bleached it before or something. And... oh, you should have a tattoo. I love tattoos, so I'm biased anyway. But she had dark hair down here, and she started going grey. I mean, I've got them there anyway. Here and here, because they normally say it's like round your temples. It starts going, and under here, because that's where mine's going. So when her hair was down, it was dark, and she had little bits in street highlights like I'm getting all around here. It's a bit greasy today though. I need to wash it after when Finn's gone. But when she pulled it up like this, or she had it, twisted at the side like that, she had all these white... oh God, it looked... and do you know what? It looked dead funky. And then she did an update and it's down here, so she's going to get them big chunky highlights here first, then it'll probably also... so it'll mix in. But she said the more she's persisted for a year, she's left it, persisted with it, she actually really likes it now. And then there was another woman, I might have a picture on my phone actually, whose husband kept telling her for years to leave her hair to go natural because he really likes women with silver hair. And do you know what? Let me see if I've got the picture. I actually think she looks younger. Oh, I'm talking about men as well, I've got a picture. Well, this is her with dark brown hair. I don't know if you can see the picture properly. Right. And this is her. And she said her hair's gone thicker. I know they've teased it and everything, but she said her hair's a lot thicker now. She stopped colouring it because it went brittle with colouring it all the time. Whoa, I think she looks stunning. Where it's all white in the front and salt and pepper in the back, I think she looks gorgeous. But, look at this. I don't know who this is, someone might know who this is, but men with grey hair, oh, I like it, me. Bit of a tan. Bit of grey in the beard. Silver fox. I was just saying, Jack, my mum's just bought some new kitchen not utensils, sugar tea, coffee pot things, and she just picked these colours out because I said I wanted a minty green. Oh, I love men with, yeah. And I didn't know, because I just said, oh, I like these three colours. I was just laughing with Sue because this one's called Woolly Mint. This one's called Cuddle Bug, which I thought was really cute. And guess which one the last one's called? You ready? It's got to be this one. Witch's Brew. So, I guess it's going to be that colour. That's the colour that was after, but that is called Witch's Brew. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to put them in my journal. I can write on them. Oh, you have to be careful highlighting though. It does dry your hair out. That's why I don't want to... you can see my first video from when I first came on YouTube. I had really short hair. My hair used to be down here. I've got a picture somewhere. And I had it chopped off because I bleached it. Chopped off, and I mean chopped off that short. Hated it short. It grew out in different styles, so I've had a lot of styles. I'm not boring that way, and I've had it bleached blonde and everything, but I just it needs washing today. It's because I'm always like this. But yeah, that's why I'd rather it start coming through. Trying to see. So we'll see. You'll see if I hold off Sue or not. I'll be like, oh. Well, there's a woman on YouTube who had, I can't remember her name, she's really nice as well. She's nearly 50 and she looks stunning. She had hair down here and she started highlighting it because her hair was really dark like mine and she started getting grey, and she said, I'm just sick of like, the woman I just showed you before was spending $100, I don't know, whatever, I don't know what it was, 100 whatever, wherever she lived, every 2 weeks because her hair just kept growing really fast. Yours is not treated like mine. And she just got sick of it, so that's why she did it. And then this other woman, she started putting highlights in, and then she sort of went over the highlights with the grey, so she had the dark but with the grey highlights, which mixed in a bit more. The woman was nearly 50 and she looked stunning. And then she bleached it again. Yeah, she had like streaks in her hair, blonde, and she had dark hair like mine, and then she obviously put toned it so it went a grey, so it looked alright. So then she went to do it more, so she bleached her whole head. Ooh, I've got another message off the what's his see, I've gone all daft now. What's the Viking? Oh, right, yeah, it would fly right over my head, Jack, because things do fly right over my head. Thank you. And she, forgot what I'm talking about now, that's just whoop. Oh yeah, she bleached the whole of the head. A hairdresser did it, but the hairdresser did say, well, it might snap off, so it wasn't the hairdresser's fault. Well, her hair snapped off to here. She had to have it cut to there. She had a piece of hair stuck up like that because she burnt her hair off, basically. But now, she sorted it grey. She sorted it out. She's got a few extensions if she wants it longer, but luckily, loads of hair came off in her hand like this, but she had really thick hair, so she's still got hair, thank God. And it's here and it's bobbed and it's grey. And she has a tan with it, fake tan, but it looks stunning on her. It's like steel. She's got a tan. She looks beautiful. She probably wishes she'd have just actually left it to go. But just let me see that text a minute. Just let me have a look. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to have to get the balls to just say to this guy, do you fancy meeting up then? But just let me get my cold out of the way, because that's really unattractive to go like my hair stuck to my head because it needs washing, because I was sweating last night with the bloody feeling ill. When you start getting a sore red nose around here, which is going because I keep wiping it, so hopefully maybe in the week, next week or the weekend, and I've not got Finn, so I could go somewhere, which would be nice. Hopefully it won't go, ew, I don't like coffee or tea or blah blah blah. And I'm quite glad he goes to the gym, because I like men who eat, like man, who eats, and I like to make food, but it's a bit boring when you're on your own, because, you'd appreciate a big man meal or whatever, but I know, it's just, I always worry now, because as soon as someone starts talking now, I think, oh God. And then it's like these other people were talking, they might have just been waiting for me to get back. Like, I have got back, but I just think I can write quite a lot because I'm a chat box and they write little things, but I know that's what most men are like. But just think, I'm not doing all the legwork. I'm sick of doing all the legwork. You can bloody woo me or whatever it is, but I'm letting this guy off a bit because they just look like a Viking. And he's got a bald head on. I'd like to polish it. I'd like to polish his head. My sister likes men with hair. I like men with hair. Any hair, short hair, long hair. And I like men with bald heads. But he's got a beard here, so he's got hair. But yeah, I'm just like... Well, the thing is, Jack, he only lives about... In a car, he lives about 15 minutes away, so it's not exactly... And he went to my college, so I'm a bit like, do I know him? Even though he was a little bit younger, because there was a gang of lads that were a bit younger that were in the sports group. I'm assuming he did sports, he didn't tell me, that we used to fancy. and they used to look through the doors when we were all sat there, all the girls doing a childcare course. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of the name, thinking, but at least he's not from my area because I'm not dating anyone from my immediate area anyway. I hope so, Sue, because I did put that thing out there in the full moon with full everything on it, so we'll see. And he's not said anything dodgy yet, but I am going to ask him. I haven't asked him yet. I always say, I know it sounds stupid and it's one of the same olds, but I always say, what are you after? Because a lot of people on there will then come out with, something rude or whatever, and they're just after one thing. And if he says that, that'll just spoil it. I'll just be like, see ya. Ooh, he's just got... Oh, hang on. He's just sent me a picture. It better not be anything rude. It's just, hang on a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, no, it wasn't, thank God. I thought, oh, no. Just been talking about it. And then she can't stop looking at him. I've just been talking about it. I thought, oh, my God, he sent a rude picture. He's not. He's come back from the gym and he's gone for a nap. So he was in bed where it wasn't anything rude. So that's fine. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll just have to have a nosy, But that's what worries me because I just think, oh, I hope he doesn't put his foot in it. And the thing is, he might look all right in the pictures. He might be, oh, he's just, oh, I just said I was ill. He said, I'll give you a big manly hug and make you feel better. Ooh. Ooh, he sent me another one. He said, I'm nice like that. Hang on a minute. I'm having a two-way conversation here. Oh, right, I'll stop doing that. It's a bit rude, isn't it? You'll have to wait. Like I normally have to wait. I know. No, I sent a picture, but it's just of me sat here like I'm ill. Can't you tell? Well, you can't tell because I've got makeup on. Well, at least someone's bloody texting me back. Do you know what I mean? It's really slow on them dating sites and it gets on my nerves. I just hope he doesn't put his foot in it because I've had that before where you just think, oh yeah, you get excited and then they go and put the foot in it and you think, right, you've spoilt it now. Or I could meet him and think, actually, you look nothing like a Viking. You look more like an Oompa Loompa. I don't know. Do I? He just looks nice. Well, I'm saying he just looks nice. You just don't know, do you? You can't judge a book by its cover either way. He could look nice. He could be a div. Or the other way round. Or, I don't know. But it just would be nice to go on a date. I'm just ready to go on a date, even if we don't get on. I just need to go on a date with the other sex, a man. Oh, he said he'd give me lots of cuddles if I'd want to, of course, he said. Jesus, but where are you? Where do you live? No, wouldn't move that fast. It's just, if he wants to meet me, we'll have to meet for a coffee, but I definitely need to get this cold out of the way now. I need to get on all the Lemsips. What's the best thing? I normally get them, not the Lemsip drinks, I normally get them tablets because they're really good. They dry a cold out from the cheap shop for £1. What does that mean? Well, see, he's saying little things, but he's not being rude. If they do it in a crude way, I don't want to know. If they do it in a cute way, then it doesn't bother me. Because I said to my sister this morning, I went, oh, if they say anything, blah, blah. She's like, oh, yeah. I said, I'm not bothered. If they say it in a crude way, I don't like it. If they say it in a cute way, I don't mind it. Because at the end of the day, you want someone to fancy you, and they're probably going to say a few little things. Because you know what some men are like, But if you say it in a crude way, I'm totally not interested. And he's not said anything out of sorts. Yeah, but you never know until you meet him. That's why I need to meet up soon if he wants to meet, because obviously I need to speak to him on the phone actually. You can tell a lot from speaking to them, and then obviously meeting them, body language and the way they are. And I went on a date once where we went out to Manchester and we got out. What do you mean an $8 pizza? What do you mean? And we were sat in this club and he's with me and he was just looking at a load of other women and that because I was sat facing the wall and he was sat facing where I could see everyone, and he even turned around to him and said, I know who you fancy in this room. And he was like, what do you mean? I went, I'll point. I said, well, let's play a game. I said, I'll tell you who you fancy. And when I pointed her out, he was like, how do you know? I said, because you've been staring at her. I said, it's really rude. When he got back to me, he went, because you were really rude, you were on your phone all night while I was sat in front of you staring at other people. Well, that is really rude. So, you know, I didn't see them texts then, actually. Well, it's not my fault I've bewitched him, is it? You know, I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, Dolly and Ragnar. Yeah, then what we could do is we could go and like reenact it out, and we could you know, them people who, I'm only joking, like them people who go to the reenacting things, and like he can be Ragnar and I'll be his wife or whatever, and then like we can have a battle scene and everything. You know, them people who go and do the scenes, we could be in that. He could be my hero. Why am I talking like this? I haven't even met him. He could be my hero. Big strong. Oh my God, sorry, that wasn't him. That was I don't know if you heard that. That was his nana ringing me on here, just saying she's going to come at 2. She said, is he awake? I was like, no, didn't see the comment. So I wasn't being rude. I wasn't having a phone conversation. Yeah, well, he said to me, do you like big men? I went, I hope you're being not rude. And he went, no, I mean, because he goes to the gym, he's quite, you know, not massive, but he is a bit beefy, which I like. I like all sorts of body shapes, but yeah, so it can be a cuddle monster. That's quite, I like cuddles, I miss cuddles. Yeah, the nicest way, say cuddle monster, because I find that cute anyway. Cuddle monster can be my cuddle monster. So maybe I found a cuddle monster, but I guess we'll see. I'll see what he says to me, and I'll see if he wants to meet up. If he don't want to meet up, then it's like, well, see ya, because we've got to meet up. I need to ask him what his intentions are, because I like to know if it's just, you know, one of them. No, won't be going there. So we'll see. But I'll have to go, because I might just go and text him back, because it's quite rude to be texting on here while I'm talking to people. And I'll let you know if anything develops there. But I've got to go and get Finn up anyway, so I've got to go and get myself sorted to go and get some food and write a shopping list down. I write a shopping list down and then I don't look at it and then I forget everything, so I don't know why I write one. Eh. No, but he's not got a big belly. He's got like, he goes to the gym. I don't mind if he's got a bit of a belly. I like bit of a bellies. Um, no, don't say that. Saying a cuddle monster and eggy farts. Ugh, just got that vision in my head now. That's disgusting. So I'll see you all soon. Bye. I'll let you know. Bye.